My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is November 17th, 2021, and Bitcoin is still looking like it's in a downtrend, okay? We've reached a point in this wave. I believe we're still in wave 3, but we've reached a point where we've created a sort of holding pattern, a reversal pattern, intra-wave, right? So it looks like we're looking for more upside, but again, if you zoom out, it still looks like we're in a downtrend. We have yet to reach our minimum technical target, yeah? And another thing is, we are at a crucial support zone, okay? This 60K level was staunch resistance on the way up. So now it's sort of, it makes sense that it's serving as really, really strong support on the way down, okay? So is this the reversal? I highly doubt it, okay? And I'm going to go into why. So basically, we're going to answer the question, what is Bitcoin doing? And we're also going to answer the question, is this tradable? If so, how do you trade it? Okay, those are the two things we're going to answer today. All right, so first and foremost, zoom out, okay? We're still, so on the 4-hourly, we still have, so this is great, okay? If there's a lot of unknowns, right? In this situation, what's Bitcoin doing? Where is it at? What wave is it in? How do you trade this? Like, is it going to go up or down? How high is it going to go? How low is it going to go? You always want to zoom out. One of the best things when you're charting, when you're trading, is gather all of the unknowns, okay? Those unknowns are powerful. Contrary to popular belief, what you don't know and acknowledging what you don't know is the best way to key in and hone in on what you do know, okay? So again, don't know what degree, what this wave count is, like within here, right? We believe that this is correct, but we're not exactly sure what's going on here. Is this a fourth wave? Is this an extended one or two? Is this a 2 wave in this 3 wave? Who knows? All right. We don't know that. All right. That's acknowledged. We don't know exactly if it's going to be rejected at this point and go down, or is it going to go back a little more to the upside? We don't know. Okay. But what we do know is that whatever this is, it lost support right here. So this is still an A wave. Okay. Zooming out even more, if you need some more perspective, this is clearly, so this was 5 waves up, ending diagonal 5th. All right, this is a big A, this is a B, so we know that, okay? That there's tons of evidence. This is kind of textbook A, B wave, right? And we counted it out previously. I'm not going to take time to do that. And then this is a smaller degree of this, what you just saw on the 12-hour time frame. This is a smaller degree of that, an A wave and a B wave, okay? And so this is what we're looking at. Basically, this lost support of this trend. This is why it's called the A wave. This is the relief of this losing support. This is the B wave. Now, after that, after an A and a B, that's flat, right? Even if it's zigzag, but this is clearly a flat, you get a C, which is 5 waves down. So we know that we're in 5 waves down. This we know, okay? There have to be certain things you know, and we know this from our Elliott wave theory principles. I'm not going to go over them right now, but we're deriving this from an understanding using our system, right? So we're 5 waves down. Where we are in the 5 waves, we're not sure. But what we do know, again, let's go into the 4-hourly time frame. What we do know is whatever this is the beginning of wave 1. Why? Because we've got our pivot, where price changes, like, it turns around, it stops going up and starts going down. So this is the beginning of 1. We know that for sure, okay? And then we know that if this is the beginning of 1, this pullback is 2. So these things we know, and we can measure this and confirm this. If this is 1, then 2 must not breach the 618 of the distance of 1. 2 literally just touched the 618 and was rejected very, very, very violently. Okay, so high degree of probability, high likelihood that this is 1, this is 2. As a result, this has to be 3. And if we measure, once again, the target for 3 using our Elliott wave principles, we do our Fibonacci extension tool. We know that 3 can go as far down as the 2 Fibonacci retracement, but it usually lands between the 1618 and the 2. But it can also target the 1. This is rare, but I've mentioned this before. 3 can go as short as the 1, okay? And from that, you can create a wave 4, okay? So let's entertain this possibility that 3 went short and 3 stopped at the 1 a Fibonacci extension retracement. Now, say that is true. Then, if this is a 4, it cannot retrace more than the 382 of the 3 wave, okay? So let's take this Fibonacci retracement tool, the top of 2 to the bottom of this wave, and we see that, okay, it's possible that this may be a short 3, okay? What are the principles of Elliott wave theory? That 3 can never be the shortest wave, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the longest wave, okay? It can never be the shortest, but it doesn't have to be the longest. And 3 usually retraces to the 1.618 to the 2 extension, but can also go as short as the 1. All right, keep that in mind. This is very important. Sometimes you get curveballs, but as a trader, as a chartist, you always have to have an open mind. Even though things don't happen frequently, you should know the eventuality of, you should know the fact that sometimes they do happen. And if everything's pointing to that, you may want to prepare for that eventuality, okay? So this may very well be a truncated 3 wave that has a limit that ends between the 236 and the 382. If that is the case, then our count would be changed to this, okay? And we would then get we would then get, if this was 3, then projecting 5 would be, we can do that in 2 ways. We could do the extension of 3 and the retracement of 4. Let's say 4 retraced only to that point, and to the 618 would give us about 56K, okay? Or, yeah, 56K, because it's to the 618, okay? Or we could do it the inverse 618 of 3 would give us, all right, let's, I can't really see here. Okay, let's do that. So from the top, okay, let's see. It hit bottom here. So the inverse 618 would be this to a top of here so far. Whoops. Let's try that again. Right here to the top. So inverse 618, usually it goes to the inverse 618, but it can go as shallow as the 1236, okay? So that would also give us a target of around 56K, Okay, so this is a possible scenario. This is a possible scenario. I just want to put everybody, so 56K. This count is very, very, very possible. Okay, given what we're seeing here, given this structure, given the principles of Elliott wave theory, we may be in a fourth wave correction. Okay, and we had something of a complex two-wave correction. So if this fourth wave correction is indeed that, it would be a simple correction, relatively simple. Okay, so let's look at the RSI. Let's go to the hourly. So what does the stochastic RSI say? It says, oh, I don't like the hourly. Let's go back to the 4 hourly. So the stochastic RSI says that this is the top, right? This is the top of our wave 1. This is A, B, C, all right, right here. I'm looking here, by the way. This looks like A, B, C. This looks like a simple correction, to be honest. But it took a while. So that's why I'm calling it complex. But it looks like a simple correction in the stochastic RSI. A top of 2, okay, and a correction. This is complex. This is simple. If this correction was over, it'd be simple. You just look at it in the stochastic RSI, right? The character of it is just really quick. Okay, so this would be 4, and then 5 would come. Well, I guess 4 would have to come up, right? See, that's the thing. 4 would have to most likely come up to the 382 to top out on the stochastic RSI. So let's measure again. We know that the fourth wave can go as high as 382 from 236 to 382. So it's likely that 4 go up here to really top this out. So 1, 2, or sorry. This is the top of 1. This is 2, right? Bottom. This is supposed to be the top of 3. This is the bottom of 4. And then the top of 5. So yeah. Okay, so the bottom of 4 going in to the top of 5. Okay. I know it's counterintuitive because we're going downwards, but 5 would be up here. So this would indicate that we're getting out of 4. We're getting out of 4. So it's likely that if this is indeed a fourth wave, we retrace up to, on this chart, the $61,565 mark, find resistance, or anywhere in that region, close to that region, find resistance, and we go down. This is what I'm seeing now. I can't make heads or tails of this count, but right now, from the information that we have, this is one of the most likely scenarios. What I don't like about it is that I'm making use of an unlikely extension for the third wave, which is the 1 extension. Okay, that you don't see every day, but just looking at the chart, right, trying to make sense of everything, this looks most likely. That being said, do you trade this or do you not trade this? That's the question. Okay. If you want to be a profitable trader, you make highly high probabilistic trades. So trades that are very likely to occur. Okay. You don't go out on a limb every single time because then you're just gambling. If this price action, right now we're in whatever we're in. Okay, let's zoom in. This looks like a Wyckoff accumulation to me, or a reversal pattern. I've discussed this on this channel many times. Let me just get rid of this real quick. Oops. This looks like a Wyckoff accumulation or reversal pattern, and I've talked about this before. You get your A, your B, and your C. If this is the C, then this is two wave. This was the one wave. This is the two wave. Two things that you can do, okay? And this is just looking for confirmation. If this is the one wave of a five wave impulse, okay, what you're going to see is this retracement here coming down. Whoops, I pulled the retracement the wrong way. So from the beginning of it to the top, this retracement cannot exceed the 618, okay? So 59,350. If it exceeds the 618, whatever we're in, this whole thing is reversing, okay? Because this is clearly A, this is clearly B, this is clearly C, okay? I've talked about this many times on this channel, and this is part of knowing your charts, knowing the anatomy of reversal, knowing what a Wyckoff accumulation is. I'm not going to go into it because we're already 16 minutes in. But that being said, this is a C wave. If this C wave, which is impulsive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? If this wave retracement right here, these three candles, if they go beyond the 618 retracement level, you know that it's going down, then I would feel comfortable shorting shorting this as soon as it breaches this, okay? That's number one. Number two, if it bounces anywhere between the 618 and the 382, it can bounce right now because the minimum retracement of the 2 wave is 382. So let's zoom out. If it bounces and starts to run impulsively, if it finds resistance and starts to be rejected at the 382, then I would say my count of this being a fourth wave is correct. And then I would enter a short for the next target, which is going to be the 5 wave. And again, you can get the 5 wave target by using the inverse 1618 of this entire fourth wave, or by using the extension. I would use both, the extension of the 2 wave, right? And then the retracement of the 4 wave. Or sorry, the extension of the 3 wave and retracement of the 4 wave. I hope this makes sense. Again, trading, charting, there's a lot of unknowns. It's not always that it's a clean, oh, this is easy, this is this, this is that, right? There's a lot of unknowns, but part of your skill, your edge, is to be able to read, to take unknowns and turn it into knowns by using things that you know almost for sure. It's hard to say for sure, but there's principles, there's things that you're almost 100% sure of. You use those and you kind of weed out the unknowns and you make scenarios. So if this, then that. If that, then this. I hope everybody got value from this. I hope this makes sense. I hope that you can use this to not only learn, but to improve as traders. If you're using Wyckoff, if you're using Elliott wave theory, if you're using pattern analysis, and it expands your mind when you're kind of doing this trading and this charting stuff. So if you like that, like the video, share it, subscribe, leave comments. I'd love to know what you guys think about my sort of my plans on the chart for Bitcoin today. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.